Hello everyone, hello to another WordPress. Yes, it is WordPress related video, even though I'm here in the nature and I'm going to be eaten alive by mosquitoes. But yes, so I want to talk about why do people still confuse, why do people confuse WordPress.com with WordPress.org? And by that I mean the hosted versus the self-hosted. I think we, and I will explain who is we, have done a bad job explaining it. So by we I mean developers, designers who work with WordPress websites, who build WordPress websites, bloggers that have been doing, professional bloggers that have been doing that for years. When we write our when we write our articles, our tutorials, when we record our videos. Yes, I killed it. When we create those tutorials in whatever format, written or videos, we keep saying WordPress, but we don't explain necessarily that we mean the self-hosted WordPress. Some people do. I'm not saying that it is the general truth, but it is quite common. Even when I do my videos, I say WordPress, but I don't explain which WordPress I mean. So I think what I speculate is that when a beginner blogger or a person that wants to start their blog, they go to Google and they search for WordPress, and they happen to go into WordPress.com because it comes first, I presume. So if it comes first or high above, they go to WordPress.com, and it's so easy to sign up, but that is not the WordPress we mean. It is a different WordPress. But then again, both of them are WordPress. So let's talk about it. Hopefully, I don't want to say once and for all, but I will do my best to explain the differences, the pros and cons from the perspective of a blogger. I won't go much into technical details, but as a user, and by user I mean you who want to start a blog and who want to use WordPress to build your blog, I will do my best to explain some things. Now, so we have WordPress.com and we have WordPress.org. What are the differences? Let me try to explain it easily. So WordPress.com is a website. It has WordPress, it's WordPress where it is hosted in that website, and it gives us the possibility to create an account, to sign up, and in 3 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, you have a blog. That blog, however, is hosted on that website. You log in via that website, WordPress.com/login. I don't know exactly what is the login URL, and your blog exists there in that space. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just explaining the differences. Well, if it's wrong or right, then I guess it depends to you and your needs. Now, when you start the free account there, you will have a website that will have a URL like that. Your blog name, your name, something .wordpress.com. Okay? Now, they offer different plans. There is a free account, there is a free plan, there is a basic, I don't even remember now by heart, pro, business, and enterprise. Okay? And to unlock each of those plans, you need to pay, of course. Like if you want to have your own domain name, something.com or whatever, and not WordPress.com, then you need to pay. You need to pay for the domain, and you need to unlock that option by going to their first paid plan. Now, if you don't want to go that, or the WordPress that many of us who work with WordPress is the .org one, or the self-hosted. And why is it called self-hosted? Because we ourselves, I guess, we host it, like the WordPress itself, it is hosted in its own server. Okay, and in order to do that, you need to go to buy your domain name. I mean, you can download WordPress itself for free, but nowadays you don't really need it in most of the hosting providers, because they offer like a one-click installation. Like you go in and you say, I want to click install WordPress, and it gets installed. But in any case, the principle is that you buy your domain name, something.com, something.se, since I'm in Sweden, or something.gr, because I'm Greek, or co.uk, or what, or net, or org, whatever, you decide that, and then you need a hosting package, you need a server, you need a space somewhere to host your website, your WordPress. Okay, so usually it is common, you go to something like SiteGround, Bluehost, whatever, something like that, Google hosting providers, and you will find a bunch of them, and you buy a plan, and often they offer also buy your domain at the same place, like buy your domain and buy your hosting space, and then you log into some sort of control panel where you either upload the WordPress files from wordpress.org that you can download. It's a zip file, it's very easy. Or you search WordPress. Usually they have like one-click installation or something like that, or contact their the support, and they will guide you how to do it, and then you can install WordPress there, and that is the self-hosted. So that is, I guess, the big difference, and I hope I have explained it very easily for you. Now I have written here, yes, a Death Notepad, some pros and cons for both, which maybe we have already talked about those things, but I will tell you. So some things can be considered pros or cons, even if it's the same thing, depending how you see it. Now, as I said, I have written it on pros actually, but if let's say you are a completely beginner, if you are interested only to blog, if you don't want to create a blog as part of your business or monetize it, or you just want to write as a hobby for yourself, it is a pro, it is an advantage if you go to the .com, because they take care of everything. It is hosted somewhere else, it is hosted on them. They take care of the maintenance, they take care of all the updates, they take care of everything. The only thing you have to take care of is the content. So if you want a simple place where you can just log in and start writing because you like to write, and that's it, like a diary or your thoughts or something, then go for it. Stupid mosquitoes. It is owned by Automatic, and it's actually, those are the people that have created WordPress. So it is the same software in both. I will kill you, mosquito, I will kill you. Now, it is an easy start. That is a pro. It has an easy start. The only thing you need is, to sign up, create a login, an account. I killed it, I think, but there are many more. Oh my god. So you can set it up, as I said, in 3 minutes. Now, it has a lot of disadvantages. The free option has a limited flexibility, but you understand, in order to maybe talk about it, I saw the mosquito here, then we have to go to the pros of the self-hosted, like if you have it on your own server. Okay, now you manage it, you are the owner of it, you control it, and WordPress is it's amazing in terms of flexibility, because you can build it how you want it. It has some limitations as a software, but you can create pages, blog posts, about me pages, contact pages. You can edit the design, you can create the design how you want, you can go into the code if you know how to, or you can use a page builder like Elementor, a Divi theme. It's a theme, but okay, it has its own builder, other builders, and create it as you want. Or if you know how to code, you can go into the source code, and it's flexible. Now, it is also scalable. So if you start today and in like 2 years you keep blogging and it grows, you can scale it. Like let's say you want to have an e-shop after a few years, you can do that. They have the WooCommerce. There are so many free plugins that can help you expand your website. Even Elementor, that I am using it a lot in this channel, has a free version. I hope it's not too annoying seeing me killing mosquitoes as well. So there are many free plugins that you can use to build up your WordPress website. Now, if we go back to the .com, the free version, the hosted, there are not so many plugins that you can install. For instance, you cannot install the Elementor. In order to install Elementor, I think that was the case a few years ago that I checked it, like last time I checked, that you could you had to pay, go up to like the business tier, I think, plan in order to unlock the option to install a plugin like Elementor. So there are some plugins that you can install, but many are limited, like they don't let you install whatever you want. You don't have your own domain if we go back to the .com unless you buy it, and in order to buy it you need to pay, and you can pay a lot per month. I'm reading the notes here, to be able to use the plugins or the functionality of the self-hosted WordPress. So the .com, to reach the flexibility level of .org, you need to pay. I mean, as I said, if you just want to write and you don't care about, building it up or the design, or just pick up a simple theme, then you're good to go, because they take care of everything, which can be a disadvantage on the .org, depending on your time, on your technical skills, and your time management, because a self-hosted WordPress website needs maintenance. You need to go regularly and update the plugins and to take care of it, and of course there is a cost. I mean, the cost, it's not for free. The software itself, in both cases it's for free, but in both cases there are costs. So if you can consider it a disadvantage, depending again what you want to achieve with your blog, yes, you need to pay for a domain name and a hosting package. Now, as I said, also there is a learning curve. If you have no idea about WordPress, you need to learn a few things, like how to set up pages, how to create your menus, and sometimes in the beginning it can be a bit overwhelming, because you cannot create a menu until you have built your pages. So, stupid mosquito, let me speak. So in order to create a navigation menu, you first go and build your pages and maybe create some posts so that you can have the blog page. And there are tutorials, of course, everywhere that can help you do that, but it has a bit of a learning curve, but not too steep. So I mean, you can manage. If you read a couple of beginner tutorials, you're good to go. And you need to take backups, you need to take care of it. You need to be aware of the problems that it may happen, like you get hacked. Okay, install WordFence. I'm not affiliated, but it's a good plugin. You have to take care of those things. If something happens, you might need to contact support where your website is hosted, those things where you don't have those in .com. So it's a plus minus, you can consider those options. So I'm not going to go into more details. I think I covered the basics, and by covering the basics, I hope I helped you understand the differences between those two WordPresses, because really I feel for those people that they go on those that they go to those groups and they say, I have my blog on WordPress, and then I read this tutorial and they tell me to do that, to install this plugin, but how do I do that? I cannot see it. And then we realize from the discussion in the comments that they have a WordPress.com WordPress website, which they cannot do what they find online. So I think we should be doing a better job, that we educate, that we teach, that we promote WordPress, that this is about a self-hosted WordPress website and this is about tutorial about the .com. So I think I'm gonna have to go now, because I don't want to be eaten alive. And I don't know, have I gotten bitten in my head? Maybe, or somewhere else, we will see. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this subject, WordPress.com and .org. And see you next time. Bye-bye.